Greetings, one and all. Love them knives here. QSP, Penguin, Fat Carbon, CPM, 20 CV blade steel, slip joint, and let's check the box. Yeah, and here's your model number. This is the Nebula Fat Carbon. Comes in a nice little slide out box, better knife, better life, and have a knife day with the penguin guy right here. What do we got? What do we got? Better knife, better life. Okay. What's all this about? 7 inches overall, 3-inch blade. Yes, that's the standard size of the penguin. There's a mini. They've had a mini. They've had them in fat carbon. They've had them in 14C, probably D2. I mean, they've had them big, small, liner lock, frame lock, this and that, Mokutai, whatever, right? Woo! And this one, like here, blade options. Okay, there's the 20 CV blade option. Could be G10, could be fat carbon. This one is fat, because fat is where it's at. That's what I'm just telling you. Fat is where it's at. So, woo, baby. Whew. Clicking and clicking. Boom. Yeah. So, this is not like super light walk and talk. It's there. It's a very positive feel. Okay. So, really, this ain't just going to fold up on you in an instant, that's for sure. But of course, like all knives, be careful, because a folding knife is a knife that can fold on your fingers too. But you've got a front choil here, so you can get right up on this blade. It's a nice stonewashy blade. This is cool. I mean, it doesn't have a pocket clip, because does it really need a pocket clip? I mean, you slide it in your pocket, right? And but maybe you have a different idea on that. Apparently, they felt, hey, not needed. It's a slip joint. My grandpappy carried a slip joint, and he didn't have no pocket clip on it. Neither. So, but I like the fat carbon stuff. I think that's really interesting. And this, ooh, it feels a chunk. You know why it feels a chunk? Because that's steel back there on that lock. So yeah, it's gonna give it some heft there. They've just done everything with the penguin, haven't they? But it's really been wildly popular too. Almost 4 ounces, 3.9 ounces at 110 grams. So no, not bad. And let's see what we're doing here. Let's grab a piece of paper. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this, a lot of knives, they just got kind of standard, factory edge, etc., etc. This one seems nicer than that. Nicer than that. Okay. Pretty slicey there. Now, talking about fat carbon, right? I mean, the grebe, and this one, to tell you the truth, when I started my video on this one, this wasn't dropping like this. So I kind of wanted to throw this back in your face. I wanted to throw it back in your face. No, I just wanted to repeat that this, at the end of my video, I stated this, but a lot of people may have clicked out by then. But when I got it back reassembled, this is, whoo, baby. And this is nice. I love the design on the grebe. Okay. And, titanium pocket clip, because I checked it when I had it disassembled, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I don't think this is a miss at all. I think one viewer was, no. This is so fidget friendly. So this grebe with the fat carbon S35 VN blade. It says right there, S35. Man, that's nice. And, this is one of my favorites. I got this at Texas Blade from Dave over at QSP. But see, they had them sitting out. They had done some in fat carbon with this copper infused on this thing. And that is just way crazy cool. I haven't carried this one. I have not carried it, but I like it a lot. And it's just really shiny blade. But then this pattern on the blade. And then, of course, I didn't get the Nebula one. I think somebody came by and picked it up. But these were pre production ones. And he got permission from QSP to go ahead and sell them at Texas Blade. And so I go, amen, amen. Definitely going to get that. So, yeah, haven't seen these come out in production. And I keep thinking that they were supposed to pretty soon. But, you can carry this as a neck knife or however. That's just way cool. So they've been doing some interesting stuff with the fat carbon and all kinds of looks. And so this is right along that trail, right? It's, the ergos are fine. I mean, it's not a big knife. Obviously, like I said, it's 3-inch blade, 7-inch overall length. Okay. There it is, 3 and a 7 right there. Not quite 18 centimeters long and right at 77, millimeter blade length. Just real usable. And their fit and finish is really good. And when they first came out, I think QSP first came out several years back, I didn't think it was quite up to par competing with some of the other brands. But no, they're good. They're good. But you know what? They're doing a lot of OEM these days too. And the products that I've seen OEM by QSP are really good, I think. So, their build quality is definitely up there and good. And you know what? They're not that terribly expensive. Now, here's kind of some of the paperwork. I mean, this is QSP site, and you can, of course, get this green there. I mean, there's what is the deal? 20 CV blade. You can get the Jungle War, which is the one that you just saw on the front page. And you can get it also in stonewash, okay, or black stonewash. And then there you go, Nebula or in black stonewash, and White Storm or in black stonewash. So there's that. Now, there's the stats for you. But if you look like White Mountain Knives, they've got them. 194 LTK discount code. You're going to save almost $20. Okay. And there's no shipping and there's no tax. Okay. So there's that. And this is the information here as far as the size and the weight and stuff we just did. Now, of course, if you want to get the 14C, which was one of the options, right, with this and that, then it's $62. So then $6.20 off, you're in the 50-something dollar range. You got a slip joint in 14C and G10, which ought to be an easy carry, nice to have. Okay, but some of these, these are the expensive and or not. You want a green G10, blue G10, go for it, etc. So you got options there. So you can be anywhere from like $170 down to 50-something dollars on this slip joint if you want the slippies. And the slip joints, they're popular. They've come back, with a roar, haven't they? I mean, all the kind of slip joint knives that are out there, people are really getting back into them. 0.44, 11.3 millimeters. Okay, so it's pretty slender in the pocket there, probably 3 millimeter. Yeah, 3 millimeter blade stock at 0.11. Okay, I like it. This feels good here. This is smooth. This is nice. Obviously, blade to handle length is good. It's centered up. I mean, no play, nothing here. Nothing here. This is solid. It's solid. Okay. That's solid too. Feels good in the hand. Like I said, you can jump up here, do what you want, like a little box cutter for you. And so if you want this in just a carryable 14G, 14C, blade steel at like 50 something bucks, then toss it in your pocket. And, this one's a little on the expensive side. It's more, kind of flash. And of course, it's high end materials as well. And it's got some heft to it, which might be nice, but it's still under 4 ounces. So if I just want to peek, I think I want to peek on the one side, maybe that pull that scale. I think I saw they said washer, in bronze washers on here. But let's go check that out. And we got number 6s, I'm sure, on the body on this. And so here's this. And that pops off. And we got one here. Don't have to worry about the pocket clip. Hey. So I don't know. I mean, it'd be interesting to see who would say, "Oh, I wish they would have put a pocket clip on here," or not. I mean, just a lot of history of slip joint, just not a lot of pocket clip stuff out there necessarily. Now let's see if we can, kind of work this off a little bit gingerly without doing any crazy stuff. Okay, just pop that and pop that. And yeah, here we are. And we got kind of a, hold on. Here's like a bronze washer there. Okay. Like a bronze washer there. And there's a bronze washer. So it looks like we got 2 of them set there. And then of course, you got your bar back here, which if you want, you could bend, take that, lift this up, pop the blade off the pivot so you can service the entire knife out if you want. And my philosophy is, especially trying to put that blade back in with that spring bar and everything, is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm going to put it in reverse and back right the hell back out of it. But hey, you got to see, right? So you got washers. That's interesting. And it feels solid, and that's really kind of what you want there anyhow, is washers on a knife like this. Let's get this and put this back in. And I imagine, well, it's magnetized, so obviously that's steel hardware here. And kick it in. Let's not get too enthusiastic about the way we're going to pin that down. And let's grab the screws one at a time, put them back in too. And let me see. Hold on. Nah, same length. Okay. I was going, God, please don't be different size, because I didn't really make mental notes of that when I pulled them out. Okay. And here we go. And yeah, nice clean look when that all comes together, isn't it? No gaps, no problems. Now let's make sure we're not going to give ourselves grief over this pivot. So let's give ourselves, let's break it back a little bit. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, it didn't move. And no, it's solid. And the penguin. There she be. Would you want a bigger one? Would you want a smaller one in this slip joint configuration? And what's your favorite configuration? And what's your favorite penguin? I've seen them in Moku Tai. Remember those on Cavaso? Holy crap! They were beautiful. But I don't know. I really like that little mini penguin too in fat carbon. That's wow. But there's so many to choose from. But really, great ergos, good little knife, well built, should serve you well. Take care, my friends. We got the penguin, and we love them knives. So you guys stay sharp.